It's no secret that there are cameras in the cities everywhere. Inside the buildings, outside, at traffic lights, poles, even on cars. It seems that every movement is watched. Well, or someone needs that, we think so. It sounds amazing, but not all cameras are actually working. It's simply not efficient to keep such a quantity of equipment. That's why cameras are often installed, but not switched on. People see that they're allegedly being filmed and therefore less likely to commit offenses. And now let's talk about the stores that regularly arrange sales days. You can buy goods at a discount of up to 50%. Naturally, after buying such a thing, we feel joy. However, have you ever thought what kind of benefits do stores receive from such sales? Are they really so concerned about us that they forget about their own profit? Of course not. In most cases, we buy the product at full price even if the price tag says discount. The price is reduced only for 1/5 of the goods. Life won't be the same now, right? The next time you see a discount, remember, maybe this offer isn't that great. And one more marketer's trick. In almost all shopping centers, the escalators are placed in such a way that one has to go from one to the other. If you're keen enough, you probably already guessed why it was done this way. While you're strolling from one escalator to another, you involuntarily look at the storefronts, which means you can make an extra purchase. Such a cunning move. Have you ever seen a bench with armrests in the middle, or with an elaborate design, beveled or uneven? No, the armrests aren't designed for our comfort. Unusual design isn't the decoration. In fact, it's simply impossible to lie on such benches. They're uncomfortable with the parts that stick out. By setting such benches in public places, the government knows. Homeless people and just tired ones won't sleep on them. Unfortunately, the government often does everything to drive the homeless out of public places, and it doesn't end on unusual benches. Another quite effective measure is when they put the stones or spikes on the surface under the bridges and aqueducts. The fact is that people who have nowhere to live very often use these places. Because of the stones and spikes under the bridges, it's simply uncomfortable to sleep, sit, and even walk. As it turned out, the authorities are trying to get rid not only of homeless people in unnecessary places, but also of other groups of people. Quite often, parapets and streets in public places are decorated with metal elements that stick out, but they aren't for decoration. Such a design is made specifically so that people don't skate where it is prohibited. Surely, many of you are annoyed by too small holes in urban trash bins. It turns out that what many people perceive as a designer mistake is a thoughtful decision. Such small holes are made especially so that people can't throw large garbage from their homes into public bins. If you ever went past buildings where offices are located and saw the light in the windows, you probably wondered, does someone work there even at night? Don't rush to sympathize with the poor night office workers. Yes, there's a light in the office, but most likely there are no people there. The purpose of the light is to force you, and at the same time malefactors, to think that there are people inside. As you can guess, this prevents theft. And what about safety on the roads? You all know that there are such bridges with special road signs that warn truck drivers and high minibuses that they can't go there. Well, with such low bridges and aqueducts aren't at all in order to complicate the lives of drivers. Usually, they're located near schools and places with a major pedestrian flow to reduce the number of accidents. Bridge protector is the hero we deserve. And finally, an incredibly interesting thing, special ultrasonic insect repellers are often installed in public places. You probably heard about them. But what's hardly known is that such devices scare away also adolescents. Not only insects, but also people under 25 years old hear the sound at a high frequency that is issued by repellers. After 25, they lose the ability to hear this frequency. Thus, repellers have an unnoticed effect on young people and teenagers, which makes them want to leave. Well, do you still think you're doing just what you want? It's amazing how ingeniously and imperceptibly the system controls our actions. And that's all for today. See you soon!